Prepare for launch in 3, 2, 1.
Now we start.
Welcome to the 212 Today Show, the coolest show around.
Dance.
And it's starts.
Hey y'all, welcome to the first episode of 212 Today 2019. I'm Mary Catherine.
And I'm Gage, and today we're talking about sports.
Yeah, I heard you're interviewing your brother about the Astros?
Yeah, you did a segment how you feel about sports, right?
I did. I know Riley is talking to some other people about whether or not college athletes should be paid. Speaking of, here's her segment now.
Hi, this is Riley Briggs with 212 Today. Today we're going to be asking a few people whether or not they think college players should be paid or not. Stay tuned. So do you think that college players should be paid?
Yes, I do.
Why?
Well, because they've worked their whole life to get to where they are, and they also have to focus on school. And some of them also have jobs to go to.
So do you think they should be paid as much as professional athletes?
No, but it depends, because that's a professional athlete's like full-time job, so they should get paid at least half of what they get paid.
No, because most college players get a scholarship, which takes off from their tuition. So in my eyes, that's the same as them getting paid. If they were to get paid, that would go towards their college tuition.
Some colleges, they don't give out full rides. So do you think...
Well, you're still getting a scholarship and it's still taking money off, because if you were a college player to get paid, you wouldn't get that much, I think.
Do you think college players should have a salary for playing their sports?
No, because they're still in school and they're not full-time playing.
What if it depends on how good a team is? Say, Alabama. Alabama's a really good team compared to a small college like McNeese.
No, because there could be some good players that make it into the NFL from McNeese, and not all players from Alabama will. And so you can't just decide, oh, we're gonna pay this team in its entirety.
Do you think college athletes should be paid?
Yes,
Why?
because they work hard as the Nationals.
Thank you for listening, and stay tuned for more 212 Today. Once again, this is Riley Briggs, signing off.
Wow, that was really interesting. Thank you, Riley, for your insightful conversation about college athletes. Up next is your segment, right?
Yep, I'm talking about how I feel about sports. Just in general, really. Hey guys, it's Mary Catherine with CW Media. Today, I'll be talking to you about sports. They make most people crazy. I don't see why. Seriously. What's the big deal about someone running back and forth across a field or a court with a ball? Where's the payoff? Is playing a sport really worth the injuries that come with them? I don't like baseball or soccer or football or anything like that. I think sports are a waste of time. They inspire children today to ignore their education in an attempt to reach the pros. Most children will never reach that high of an area. Why do we pay sports players so much? It's useless. We waste our money on team jerseys and merchandise while teachers, who lead our future, are paid close to nothing. I think sports are boring and most certainly not entertaining. In the end, nobody's going to remember the score. You might think that it'll be around forever, but don't forget that the ancient Egyptians had their games. I don't see anyone reliving the victory of one ancient Egyptian team. I don't see anyone celebrating the first victory in the Greek Olympics of their favorite athlete. Not only that, but there are so many possible injuries that you could have from playing a sports game. Many people take one hit and are out for the season, or even for the rest of their career. And what happens when they don't have anywhere to go back on? They're stuck. Most likely, they've blown their money on useless things and now they've got none left. They'll have to go back to work, right? Well, maybe the athlete decided not to finish college in order to reach their career faster. They have to go back to college, but with what money will they pay for their classes? In my opinion, sports are all around stupid. People get all excited and devoted to a team that they have no affiliation with. Most of the players on their teams aren't even from the area they're representing. Thanks for listening. This is Mary Catherine with CW Media, signing off. I did so good, right?
Yeah. It was okay.
Really? Let's see how you did then. Here's Gage interviewing his brother about the Astros.
Hi, my name is Gage Blevins with CW Media, and today I'm here with my brother Zane.
What's up?
And we're going to be discussing if the Astros have a chance to go to the World Series. Now, Zane, before I get your opinion on if the Astros will claim another World Series title, I'm going to ask you a few other questions.
Okay.
Do you think the Astros will be able to beat the Tampa Bay Rays in the last game of the playoff series?
I mean, all I can really say is that I hope they do, but it's starting to seem like that maybe it's going to be the underdog scenario. But we'll have to see tomorrow night.
And do you believe if the Astros beat the Tampa Bay Rays in the ALCS, do you think they'll be able to beat the Yankees in the ALDCs?
With us struggling against the Rays, it doesn't look so good. And because the Yankees had no trouble, they swept the Twins. So they're sitting pretty now, and they have had a lot of time to rest and watch and practice with each other, and they're going to be fresh, and we're going to be worn out if we do meet them. It's going to be rough.
How do you feel about Verlander giving the Rays 4 runs in just 3 innings on Tuesday?
Disappointed, because in the whole regular season of the Astros, Verlander only gave up 4 runs the whole entire season. He's let no other team get more than 4 runs on him. 107 games he played, in just one game he let almost 5 runs go through. So yeah, it's really disappointing.
And do you think having a home field advantage will help the Astros Thursday?
Yeah, I was talking to someone the other day. We were talking about how it could be just politics, It could just be all part of the plan that the Astros were going to go to Tampa, lose big time once, lose a little bit the next game, and then come back to Houston so they can win it. But that's just a theory, and I doubt it's true. But yeah, home field advantage, obviously, as you can see for the Rays, it helped them out a lot. In our first 2 games, we won as well. So I'm sure that, home field advantage definitely helps out.
And finally, do you think the Astros have a shot at winning the World Series?
Yeah, they have a shot. They just have to win this game tomorrow. And when they do, they'll be one step closer to winning the World Series again.
All right, thank you, Zane. This has been Gage Blevins with CW Media, signing off.
So, how was it?
Okay, I'll give it to you. You did all right.
Oh, really? Guess we'll have to see who does better next week then.
Speaking of next week, thank you guys for listening to the first episode of 212 Today 2019. We'll see you next time.
See you soon.